threes.
Cam just jinxed it. That's what he wanted to do, huh?
Well, then we'll have to let him go last. Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, put him last.
With that, we'll get started with Tomer.
Hey, Ty, you want to take a second and look at that?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Outside of the Dallas, I know you've been very vocal about the types of three-point shots you guys want to get. Outside of the Dallas game, tonight was your worst night shooting from three. I'm curious what your thoughts were on the types of shots you guys were getting, if you liked them, didn't like them.
I liked them. I thought, was getting 3-point shots. We didn't touch the paint as much as I would like to. Getting to the paint, create another action. But, I thought I liked our shots. I thought our guys' legs were a little tired. Couldn't make shots. Didn't have a lot of pop. But our bench came in and did a tremendous job. I thought our bench was really good with Zoo and Lou, Marcus, Terrence Mann. They were really good off the bench. And they kind of saved the game for us as far as just being in it.
I don't know if you've noticed, but team has kind of struggled with afternoon games, not necessarily winning and losing, but just getting up for it. And I guess energy-wise has been a thing. Have you noticed that at all?
With teams in general or our team?
Well, you guys a bit specifically.
Yeah, we've had a couple that we just wasn't able to have any spark, any punch. But like I said, our starters really didn't have much. But I thought our bench really came off the bench and did a great job. So it was just it was just a little different from the starting line to the bench guys. But our bench was pretty good, I thought.
Thank you.
Thanks. We will go next to Law.
Hey, Ty, I know before the game you compliment on De'Aaron Fox and his speed and how much confidence that he's playing with. And to go back to a previous game, you mentioned the pick and roll coverage and guards getting downhill. It was something that you wanted to get better. What did you see in this game in terms of the challenges of guarding De'Aaron in terms of his ability to get into the paint and make things happen for himself and others?
I just thought his speed and his quickness, Law really hurt us. I thought his point of attack, I thought a few times we were up too high and gave him too much real estate to attack. But I just thought, he was able to attack us all night, no matter the matchup. And he was able to get into the paint and cause havoc. So I thought his speed was a big factor tonight in the game.
Thank you. We'll go next to Miriam. Go ahead, Miriam. Miriam, we'll give it one more try. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? Hello, sorry, my computer froze on me here. In terms of dealing with dynamic guards like De'Aaron Fox, does it make you guys miss PG and Pat Bev all the more? And then we saw Pat Bev out here earlier pregame, kind of going through getting some work in. Is he getting closer? Any idea?
Yeah, he's feeling a little better. He's been able to get on the court and do some work, and he's taking pretty good to it. So we miss those guys every night, no matter who we're playing. We just love to have our whole team. But, like you said, with a guy like Fox, you're going to need to throw different bodies at him. And, I just thought Kawhi was a little worn down to really play him on for the whole night. So, like I said, he had a great game. Hats off to him.
Thank you. We'll go next to Mason Basada.
Hey, Coach. They kind of forced you guys into a lot of late shot clock possessions. What were they doing defensively that was kind of forcing you guys into tougher looks than you're used to?
They ran zone a little bit. I thought late in that second half they ran a lot of zone, and then I just thought just switching. I think switching a few times and us not be able to take advantage of it or capitalize on what they were trying to do. But we did try to move the basketball and work the ball, and like I said, we got caught in some late shot clock situations where this year we've proven that when later the shot clock we haven't really been good in those possessions.
Thank you. We'll go next to Andrew.
Hey, Ty, obviously with two starters down, that puts you guys in such a hole, but are there issues unrelated to just not having those kind of talents on the floor that you'd like to see cleaned up, regardless of when Pat Bev and PG can return, things that you're just not happy that are contributing to these losses?
No, I just think that, like I said, just the first unit, I just didn't think we had a lot of pop, and we wasn't able to execute. But I think, for me overall, just our execution has to get better. Out of timeouts, understanding what we're trying to look for, and taking advantage of what we're trying to take advantage of. So We have 2 losses. It's going to happen. It's going to happen again too. So.
Thank you. Next up, Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. You played Ivica Zubac, I believe, about 15 straight minutes in the second half at one point. What is that like? What has been your trust and the ability of him gaining your trust to earn that stretch of minutes right now in the season?
I just thought he was playing well. I thought he was good on the glass. I thought just being big, his presence inside was huge for us. Rolling to the basket, being able to get drop offs and finish around the basket, and getting to the free throw line. So he was really playing well. He was rolling, and with Serge, as far as just having to try to come in and get loose the last 4 minutes of the game, I didn't think it was fair, and I thought Zoo was doing a good job.
Thanks, Coach. That's all we have time for.
Great.
Have a good one.
Cam doesn't have a question? Okay, good.